Alrighty, this one's going to be really fast. I say that sometimes and they're not, but I'll work on this one. Okay, adding and subtracting polynomials is something we've already done. It's combining like terms is the same thing. So basically we're just going to go through, look at terms, combine the ones that are the same, and then we're done. So let's look at this. The only one that's true, I think, is number 4. Okay, because a monomial is not a polynomial, because this one has one term and this one has 2 or more terms. This is a binomial. A binomial is a trinomial. No, and a polynomial has 2 or more terms. Okay, that's that. You already knew that. I don't need to say it. Okay, so adding and subtracting polynomials. Just think about when it's in parentheses, like for this, there's no reason why there's parentheses because we're taking this polynomial and this one and adding them together. So I'm going to pretend like the parentheses aren't there. I'm going to find my cubed a's, so there's 5 and 7 makes 12. Then my a squared, I have 3a squared and 12a squared, that makes 15a squared. And then I have 6a and 10a, both are minus, so it's going to be minus 16a. And then there's no, just plain number constant, so that's it. That's my answer. Okay, so we usually put them in order from the highest exponent to the lowest, just like we put them in alphabetical order. Number 2, when we're subtracting, because there's a negative sign right there, it's like we have to distribute the negative, the negative to everything. So I really end up with 6x squared plus 8xy minus 3y squared. And I'm going to do something called stacking. I'm going to take my minus 2x squared and I'm going to put it under my other 2x squared. And then my 3xy now is a minus, so I have minus 3xy. I'm putting it under my other xy. And then minus a negative 2y squared makes that plus. And then I can just put my polynomials together. I have 6 minus 2x squared, so that's 4x squared. I have 8xy minus 3xy makes 5xy. And I have minus 3y squared plus 2y squared is minus 1y squared. So one way to organize them would be to put the matching terms, stack them on top of each other so that you can just add or subtract. Okay, so the polynomial that represents the measure of a, b, d would be adding those two together. So that's going to be 8a squared minus 2a plus 5. And then I'm adding to that 7a plus 4. So I'm going to put my 7a under my a, and my plus 4 goes under my 4. So now I have 8a squared plus 5a plus 9. That would be the simplified polynomial. Okay, now we're almost done. See what I mean? Like terms, all we're doing is combining like terms. So if we're going to add x squared minus 6 to this other one, I'm going to put my x squared here and my minus 6 here. So I have 3x squared plus x squared makes 4x squared. Minus 10x, that didn't change. And then I have 2 minus 6 makes minus 4. Okay, if I'm looking for my polynomial, I'm going to take my sum and subtract my minus x squared, and minus 6. So I took my x plus x squared plus 6, I rearranged it so I could stack it, and I made everything negative because I'm subtracting. It's the same thing as me doing this. And so I would distribute my negative to all my terms and make them all negative. So now I have 3x squared minus x squared makes 2x squared. 2x minus x makes plus x. 1 minus 6 makes minus 5. Okay, same thing with the third one. I have 7x to the third plus 11. And then I'm going to subtract 7x to the third minus 6x minus 3. So I'm going to stack them on top of each other after I distribute my negative. So I'm going to have, let's do it right here, 7x to the third plus 11. I'm going to spread it out because now I have minus 7x to the third plus 6x plus 3. Changed all my signs. Those cancel. So I have 6x plus 14 is my answer for this one. Okay, adding and subtracting like terms. That's all we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to draw my rectangle because I'm going to have to do the length and the width. Okay, so if the length is 2x plus 3 and the width is 3x plus 7 and the perimeter is 35, that means that I have 2x plus 3 plus 3x plus 7, and the whole thing is 2 times because there's 4 sides, 2 of each one, and that equals 35. So that gives me 4x plus 6 plus 6x plus 14 equals 35. 10x plus 20 equals 35. 10x equals 35 minus 20 is 15. Yeah. Divide by 10. X equals 1.5. That's not what it asked for. So my width is going to be 3 times 1.5 plus 7. So it's going to be 4.5 plus 7 equals 11.5 feet. And then 2x plus 3 is going to be 2 times 1.5 plus 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. So this one's going to be 6 feet. So there's my length and my width, or vice versa. Anyway, now you can go, oh, that's so easy compared to what we were doing. Yep, that's the way it goes sometimes. But don't worry, that other stuff's going to come back. So don't feel like just because it's gone, you're not going to see those silly exponents again.